In this tutorial, we will cover how to use the Graph Values node. This node is used to generate visualizations of our data. Here in the node configuration pane, the first thing we need to do is to title our graph. Next, we can title our X label and our Y label. These do not affect the columns that will be shown in the graph and are simply labels. Next, we can change the maximum number of values that will be displayed. This has a minimum value of 1 and a maximum value of 10,000. Next, we select our chart type. We have a line chart, a side-by-side chart, a stacked bar chart, a pie chart, a scatter chart, a dual line chart, and an area chart. For this tutorial, we will select the dual line chart so that we can show multiple columns on our y-axis. Next, we can change the colors that will be used. This can be used to separate out different graphs or to improve readability in our graphs. Next, we can select the columns that will be displayed in our chart. First, we select our X column. We can only select one X column at a time, while we can also select multiple Y columns at a time. In this case, we have chosen two columns to be shown on our y-axis, the lot area and the full bath. These are added by selecting them on the left-hand side of the pane and then moving them over using the green arrows. We can also remove them using a similar method by first selecting them on the right-hand side this time and then also using the green arrows. For this tutorial, we will also create another graph. The only difference here is that we have now selected a side-by-side chart. Using a side-by-side chart or a stacked bar chart, we can also select multiple columns. Now we can execute this workflow. Here in the execution page, we can see the two charts that were created. This is the first. This is the dual line chart. We can also hover over our chart to show particular values that correspond to different data points. Here we also have different labels for our y-axis on either side of the graph. One represents the lot area on the left, which is the orange line, and the other represents the full bath, which is represented by the blue line. Next, we can see our second graph. This one shows the year built and the year sold, the year built in orange and the year sold in blue. We can also hover over each of the bars to find the specific values that are associated with that data point. Using the options in the top right-hand side of the pane, we can also change the chart type. We can also add these graphs to a dashboard if we want to in the future. Thank you for listening.